Now, the United States' biggest movie night of the year is on, and some of the film world's brightest stars are already walking the red carpet at this year's Oscars in Los Angeles. In terms of the films, Joker leads the pack with 11 nominations, followed by The Irishman, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with 10 each. Brad Pitt, Renee Zellweger, Joaquin Phoenix, and Laura Dern are among those tipped to win acting awards. Sir Sam Mendes' World War I epic 1917 and South Korea's Parasite are the frontrunners to be named Best Picture. Now, these are live pictures from the red carpet. Well, the 92nd Oscar Awards has got underway already, and we're looking forward to a fantastic night. The razzle-dazzle, the applause, the dresses.
Absolutely, and of course it has started with Janelle Monáe. Here she actually performed a song earlier to actually welcome everybody and kickstart the event. But she's not the only one who's going to be performing tonight. Like I've mentioned earlier, Cynthia Erivo, the only person of diversity who was nominated. She's going to perform Stand Up from Harriet today. What's his name now? Sir Elton John will be performing a song, I'm Gonna Love Me Again, from the Rocket Man. And let's not forget one of my favorite actually, which is Randy Newman. He's going to perform a song called I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away, and that's from Toy Story 4.
Ah, Toy Story.
Yes, they had a new one out.
No
recently.
Nominations for it.
Well, they are nominated actually for Best Animated Movie, so that's there alongside some other movies as well. But beyond all of this, we're going to also see Indina Menzel. That's from Frozen 2. She's going to be performing a song as well.
Okay, Amaka, just hold it there.
Okay.
We've got Xixi on the line now. Over to Los Angeles, where Xixi is standing by. Now, Xixi, what's the mood like? The event has begun proper.
Testing, hello, testing, 1, 2, 3, 3.
Xixi, what's the mood on the ground like now that the event has begun?
Oh my goodness, the mood on the ground is so exciting. You know, it's very overwhelming, but there is definitely a sense of prestige because it is the Oscars we're talking about. This is the granddaddy finale show of the entire award show season. And it's so surreal to be here, you know, especially seeing some of the biggest stars like Cynthia Erivo. Her story is so touching. You know, she grew up in London, England, and ever since she was a little girl, she would watch the Oscars religiously with her family every single year. And back in 1999, when Mariah Carey hit the stage with Whitney Houston performing When You Believe for the very first time, she pointed to the TV and said, I want to do that one year. I want to perform at the Oscars. And believe Cynthia did. She's been manifesting that dream ever since that day. Now, tonight, she's going to be hitting the stage for the very first time at the Oscars, performing her original single stand-up from the movie Harriet. She's also up for 2 nominations tonight. I'm rooting for her. I hope she wins, because if she does, she's going to make Oscar history as the world's youngest EGOT. What an incredible moment that would be, right?
Yes, indeed, it will be an incredible moment. Now, the EGOT, just an exclusive list of people who have got that. If it does happen for her tonight, well, history's been made.
History will certainly be made. You know, John Legend is also an EGOT winner, but Cynthia will not only be the youngest EGOT, but also someone who got EGOT the fastest in her career. But her success is definitely not from overnight. She has been training, acting, taking classes, lessons, voice lessons as well, ever since she was a little girl. So for a lot of these celebrities who are here tonight, such as Cynthia, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is a dream come true. This is something that they have been hoping and praying for their entire life.
Okay. There is Xixi, and we saw. She just told us about all the prayers and the believing that Cynthia has put into her craft, which has brought her to the Oscars stage. Do you think it's going to get her?
Well,
that award?
only time will tell. The awards have already started, and news just coming in says Brad Pitt has actually picked up the Best Supporting Actor award for the night. And I told you he had my bet, because I said so, because he did such a phenomenal job on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I knew, even though I said it was between him and Tom Hanks, and now Brad Pitt has gotten it, so hey, congratulations going out to him.
Now,
so I'm waiting to see who is going to pick that up in the female category, because we are seeing a Renee Zellweger who coming back to be nominated 16 years after she first won it. It's going to be amazing. Well, we'll see if she's able to replicate that tonight, or if someone else will clinch that
now
award.
that Brad Pitt has taking the award for
Best Supporting Actor, yeah.
Best Supporting Actor, do you think they might just toe the same line and give it to the movie, since the Best Supporting Actor has got it already?
Well, one thing we know about the Academy is the fact that you cannot predict, because sometimes when you expect that for the fact that one actor or a director has won in one category, probably we'll see that being replicated in other categories. It doesn't go that way. You might end up seeing a different picture, win it. Maybe that director is different from the actors who win it. Because even if you look at this year, for the fact that Gerwig, her movie Little Women was actually nominated for Best Picture, but she didn't even get a director's nod. And for that particular upset, a lot of people say that, the Academy is not really being fair. And that whole conversation, especially after 2016 and 2017, where the Oscars promised that they're going to do more in terms of including more women, and even just generally do more in terms of diversity. But 2020, here we are, no female director, despite the fact that we had some phenomenal women who put out
just
good
before we
movies.
roll off that list of phenomenal women, let's get back to Xixi in Los Angeles. So Xixi, we're hearing the birds are whispering, telling us that the awards are already been handed out. Have you heard anything yet?
The wars have just begun. I'm seeing some of the last minute celebrities who are running late due to LA traffic, or maybe they took a little too long getting ready, running inside. I will be keeping you guys updated for the next couple of hours or so on all the latest updates when it comes to the awards, because again, this is the most glamorous and the most important night here in Hollywood. The entire world is watching.
Okay, Xixi, we're still talking about Best Picture. Let's look at Best Picture. Some of the top contenders, 1917, Parasite, we've been going all over them. What about the others? We're looking Jojo Rabbit, The Irishman, Ford versus Ferrari. Do they stand a chance?
The Academy is known to be very unpredictable when it comes to the Best Picture category, because last year, I think there was so much momentum behind Roma, for Roma to be the first foreign film ever to win Best Picture. But again, Green Book won at the very end. So the Academy is very unpredictable. But tonight, I think there's a lot of momentum behind Joker. There's also a lot of momentum behind 1917. Personally, I'm rooting for Parasite, because when you take the language aspect out of Parasite, it really has all the ingredients that the Academy likes, such as a story about love, story about struggle, class. It's a really beautiful movie. If Parasite does win Best Picture tonight, it's going to make Oscar history as the very first foreign film ever to win Best Picture. So I think that will be a beautiful message.
Talking about messages, Xixi, some past awards we've had protests in speech formats. Are we looking forward to anybody doing something in that form tonight?
That's the beauty about Oscars. It's always unpredictable. There is a timeline, there is a script, but anything can happen, especially when you have a show that does not have a host. Ever since Kevin Hart backed down from his hosting duties last year, the Academy realized that the Oscars without a host went up on viewership by 12%. So in Hollywood, when something works, it gets a sequel, right? Anything can happen tonight.
Well, you said it, Xixi. Let's watch out to see what happens. Of course, we'll be getting back to you to get all the buzz and all the words from the event. Now,